What's up, Rockets Nation? Liam Garcia here, and things just got serious behind the scenes in Houston. Before I drop this bomb that just landed in my lap, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button, because we need to have a serious talk. The front office lines are buzzing, and believe me, names we never even imagined are being thrown on the table right now. Are we finally going to fix that problem that's been keeping us up at night? Buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything. Let's get straight to it, because the intel coming from Clutch Points is hot, and it shows our front office has finally woken up to reality. According to reporter Brett Siegel, the Houston Rockets are officially gauging the market, and the piece we're dangling on the trade block is none other than Dorian Finney-Smith. That's right, DFS, who arrived with the status of a key defensive piece, might have his days numbered in Texas. The plan is clear. Use his contract, packaged with some second-round picks, to bring in an immediate upgrade for our backcourt. And let's be honest, we knew something like this could happen. Dorian missed the first 2 months of the season recovering from ankle surgery, and since returning on Christmas Day, he's been playing a timid average of 15 minutes. What intrigues me, and I want you guys to pay attention to this, is that even with quiet numbers, we're talking less than 3 points per game, the team has a positive net rating when he's on the floor. The defense gets better. But the NBA is a cruel business, and we need scoring and playmaking right now. And this is where the names start popping up. Sources indicate we're eyeing 2 main targets to fill this void. Jose Alvarado from the Pelicans, and Scottie Pippen Jr. from the Grizzlies. Just imagine Alvarado's chaotic energy in Rockets red. That would be insane. But it doesn't stop there. The front office's dream scenario, although much harder to pull off, involves trying to pry Kobe White or Ayo Dosunmu away from the Chicago Bulls. Of course, for those two, the package would have to be much fatter than just DFS and second-rounders. The situation is tricky because Memphis doesn't seem to want to let Pippen Jr. go, and his salary is too low to match Finney-Smith's $12 million without involving more bodies. Alvarado's case is more viable, but the Pelicans are squeezed against the luxury tax and don't want to take on long-term money. In other words, for this to happen, we'd have to get creative, maybe involve a third team. What remains crystal clear is that the front office isn't touching Fred VanVleet, who's still recovering from his ACL, and our boy Reed Shepherd is untouchable. We're looking for immediate help, but without mortgaging the future. The front office is active, calling everyone, trying to turn a veteran wing into a guard who can save our rotation. And if you think this trade buzz is the only thing keeping the fan base up at night, just wait until you hear the tactical breakdown that proves just how big of a hole we're trying to patch. And speaking of holes in the rotation, this desperate market movement isn't by chance. And today's second story shines a harsh light on our reality. A heavy analysis just dropped, indicating what must be the Rockets' single absolute priority by February 5th. The truth hurts, but it needs to be said. Despite assembling this super team with Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun, and the rise of Amen Thompson, we still aren't playing like the true title contenders we were promised to be. We're 4th in the West, which isn't terrible, but the on-court performance has been an emotional roller coaster that no fan deserves. The lack of consistency is glaring, and the blame has a name: the absence of a true point guard. The numbers don't lie, and they are scary. Without Fred VanVleet running the show, our offense turns into a mess in crunch time. We are 29th at assist percentage and 28th in assist-to-turnover ratio. That is unacceptable for a team that wants to be a champion. Amen is a beast on the wing. Sengun is a genius passing out of the post, and KD is KD. But none of them is that guy who tucks the ball, organizes the offense, and calms the game down when everything is on fire. The analysis suggests we need to stop looking for magical solutions and focus on the basics. Bringing in a lead guard who knows what he's doing. Here come the suggestions that might divide the fan base. Trey Jones, who is with the Chicago Bulls in this scenario, emerges as an affordable option. He dishes out nearly 6 assists per game, takes care of the ball, but he won't give you that volume of three-point shooting we desperately need to space the floor. Another name floated is an old acquaintance of ours, Dennis Schroeder. He would be that classic plug-and-play option. Come in and hoop. His ceiling is limited, we know, and his deep ball has dipped a lot in recent years. But he would bring a veteran stability that Reed Shepherd isn't quite ready to carry alone yet. The strategic question is it worth bringing in a stopgap like Schroeder or Jones just to hold down the fort until Van Vliet returns? The front office has already warned they won't do anything crazy or overreact to bad stretches, but the pressure is mounting. We need someone to organize this stellar orchestra before we waste a season that was supposed to be historic. To sum up this madness, we're at a crossroads that could define our postseason. On one hand, we have the chance to move Finney Smith to bring in Alvarado's energy or Trey Jones' organization. On the other, the risk of messing with defensive chemistry for a temporary solution. Now I want to hear from you. Is this desperate search for a stopgap point guard the right move? Or should we trust more in Reed Shepherd's development, even if it means throwing him into the fire? Comment below. I'll read everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go together, nation.